you're having a great day wherever you are, whichever the part of the world you will be. Today we'll be going through a couple of key takeaways and important things that which we can apply from the book called Psycho-Cybernetics written by Maxwell Maltz. It's a wonderful book again. In this book, he clearly talks about mind focus and then how we can uh, influence by practicing a couple of insights which he gives in the book itself. So once again, it's a great book for you to read and apply a couple of principles. But definitely, there are certain things that which we're going to discuss will definitely help you to put in practice immediately. Unfortunately, few of us experience a genius or automatically in subconscious creative mechanism because we don't allow it to work. Since we can't see it working, we worry, overthink, and therefore we interfere our conscious subconsciousness. We interfere with automatic creative mechanism while en route to a big goal because of our self-image does not align with our ambition. Our self-image does not align with your ambition. Suppose if you're an employee who is making, say, $1,000 a month, $2,000 a month. Now, for your self-image to see that you will make $10,000 a month next month, your self-image will not allow you. Most of the things you yourself will question yourself 100 ways how you can make if you're not even making $1,000 a month within a month, how you can make 1,000. And there are 100,000 reasons your mind tells you how you cannot make it. But at the same time, it takes the same effort, and there are so many motivational books, the same thing. It takes the same effort to make $1,000, $1,000, $10,000, or $100,000 for your thought or your image to active to be active. It's the same thought, but our belief make it to take it, say yes, it a tick mark, or no, I cannot make it because these are the reasons. It will take forever, so on and so forth. So our self-image does not align with our ambition. So that's something that we should always look. It doesn't take to dream big dreams to a small dream. It's just a thought in your mind. Self image is our own conception of the sort of person I am. It has built up from our own beliefs about ourselves. It has built up our own beliefs about ourselves. But most of these beliefs about ourselves are unconsciously being formed from our past experiences, our successes and failures, our humiliations, our triumphs, and the way the people around us, how they reacted to us, especially in early childhood. So that sums up on about how we build our beliefs. It's based on the surroundings we live in, and those are some of the points which I had mentioned. The man who conceives himself to be a failure type of person will find some way to fail in spite of all his good intentions or his willpower, even if opportunity is literally dumped on his lap. Again, unless until you change your self image about yourself, you cannot move any further. So it's same like believing in yourself. Who can believe in you if you don't believe in yourself? Just ask the one question. Who can believe in yourself if you don't believe in yourself? Because once you believe in yourself, you have a different personality altogether. Be they confident, the way you speak, the way you walk, the way you present yourself. But if you're, we can look at this in many, many leaders or managers or the people who we interact. Those who don't have a good self-image or keep up to their self-image with the confidence, they will always trying to hide the corners, stay low because their self-image, because they're not seeing themselves worth within their own eyes first. Forget about others. So once you need to build that confidence, but then again, it's based on the beliefs you come up and practice all your life. Not practice it unconsciously, dumped um, in yourself by the surroundings you surrounded by. Okay, so the man who conceives himself to be a failure type of person will find some way to fail in spite of all the good intentions he has or his willpower. Even if an opportunity arises on his lap, he will find a ways to fail because again, it's a self belief. Let us see there are three ways he gives how to upgrade a self image and exercise. It seems like he gives a small example. When a hypnotist begins a stage performance, he gets participants on the stage to close their eyes and relax their bodies. Relax their bodies. If participants are tense, they're less likely to accept and believe what the hypnotist is going to tell them in the show. When you release the tension in your body, you are making yourself able to willing to believe the information you're about to receive. When you release the tension in your body, that's why a lot of people mention and keep saying calm and doing the meditation. So that's where you release the tension. You release the tension in your mind and body. So that's one way to practice. Even if you just refer a couple of people who does the hypnotism, and then you can look at it and see how they do it before they even start. So they make you feel ease. They make you feel tension free in your body first, so that they can tackle. So it's same thing. It works. Visualize the success. Think of a big goal you're struggling to achieve. Now imagine waking up tomorrow to discover that you achieved that particular goal. You are sure, you are not sure how it happened, but it did. Notice the small details and see, like he's asking us to project in our mind how success feels like, tastes like, feeling like. It's like, imagine uh, that you're loving, you fall in love with a girl or boy, and you've been in so much tense that fear of rejection, what's going to happen and how you're doing and so on and so forth, because negatives automatically pumps in and then you feel the sensations of how your body is reacting. Imagine for a second that or maybe something you already achieved, and then how was the feeling for that first moment? How was the first time that you felt, like for example you proposed a girl and then she said yes to you, and what was that feeling? Just revisit those things. If you're still a student, if when you accomplish something based on your exams, based on achieving a seat in the top colleges and so on and so forth, or else uh, you wanted something so badly and then your parents got that to you and so on and so forth. So for a moment, I mean, this is not going to stay you are not going to have the same instant, the same feeling what you have for the first time in your life on those kind of achievements or those kind of feelings where you have. Say for example, you fall in love and then you propose a girl, and the first thing is very important if you really pay attention or close attention to it. But then later on, yeah, you continue having conversations and being together, whatever. But the first feeling is something that you really need to connect and see how was the feeling? What was the feeling? So it's telling us to keep those images or keep how does it feel to be good. I mean, if you already had one or two successes in whichever the areas of your life, you can bring that kind of a feeling, which is something which it didn't even happen, to practice that. So practice the small details. For example, if you have been struggling to start online business, imagine sitting in the office, it's kind of a lot of imagining things that you can go, we can start it, that doing it in the first thing in the morning, so that preparing yourself for the day, or as before you go to sleep, what are the things you want to achieve for the next day, so that you're priming your brain ahead of you. Our brain and nervous systems can't tell the difference between a real experience and the vivid imaginally experienced. Our automatic creative mechanism always acts and reacts appropriately to the environment, circumstances, or situation. The only information concerning the information, environment, circumstances, and situation available is to you what you believe is true. What you believe is to be true. There are a lot of interviews whenever you know post matches. If you see, hey, what do you think about this? What do you think about that? And people will always say, I always believed it. You see, the believe is a strong word. When I saw, this many runs, and I thought I could make it. So there is always words. What you speak makes a lot of difference. Words you believe in makes a lot of difference. Seeing those kind of strong words which can influence your life is very important for you. And success is a feeling. The step 3 talks about layer on success of feeling. Think of a think of a strange, simple success you have recently experienced, like making your bed, cooking a healthy meal, finishing to-do list, build up a success feeling, and something which I had explained early on. Feel what it feels like to be successful ahead of things what you are looking for. When you associate the feeling of success with achievement, you imagine in a step 2, you are convincing your nervous system normalize high to achieve high. You're raising the standard for what you can achieve and eliminating the self doubt. So, if you conduct the 3-step self-image product visualization exercise 5 to 30 minutes a day for next 21 days, you will see the shift in your confidence. You will feel like success is inevitable and learn to get it your own way. You will learn to set big creative goals, initiate action, and then trust your automatic creative mechanism to take over and provide you the ideas you need to accomplish your goals. It's a great book on pretty much on how you can build, and then he gives a lot of examples on how he treated a couple of patients who did not believe because he's a um, he's achieved a lot in his professional career. So then he wrote a book on believing, keeping self-image, and then how we can feel when you did not have that achieved object right in front of you at this moment of time. So it's a good book, and then it was pretty much came like almost 90 years ago. If you happen to read it, I'm sure you'll understand what I'm trying to say. But if you haven't, it's a great book to read and then put those simple practices in place. End of the day, you need to believe in yourself. If you don't believe, no one can believe you. And then second point is to ahead of the time feel what it feels like to be a successful person, successful human being, so on and so forth. And what is the small achievement so far you have? How did that the feeling made you something you achieved? And the same thing duplicated, thinking about in the images, practicing before going to bed, or when you starting your day, so on and so forth. I hope that helps. And mostly even in a place where hypnotist practice is that you need to surrender yourself, relax your body, so that you are tuning into a right, or else giving a right platform for you to be whatever God created you to be. Thank you for watching, and talk to you soon with the next wonderful book. Thank you.